We are the War Canoe, a symphony of motion. By Mike O'Leary, Cheema Team 77. Ready, ready, ready is all that is heard. Our minds are in the boat, and this is our world now. Every hair on my body is standing on end. Time is frozen. I am like a coiled spring, ready for someone to pull the trigger. Then, with a startling boom, 9 boats, 135 paddlers lurch forward with such force it would give an unsuspecting paddler whiplash or worse, throw them out of the boat. Reaching forward and digging deep, deep down with all our might, the start lifts the War Canoe with brute force and propels it forward like a startled duck skimming across the water. Now that the War Canoe has blasted out of the start, the symphony is tuned up and in full swing now. The synchronicity, the rhythm, the beat of our crew is obvious. 15 determined paddlers reach, drop, and rip through the water like a speeding torpedo. Noticeably, the rhythm and tempo of the smooth but powerful stroke accelerates the boat against the extraordinary forces of gravity and friction. The captain barks out, "They're coming! Give me more! Series!" The pace quickens, the cadence increases. Each paddler relies on the other to reach, drop, and haul on their paddles precisely as one motion, an efficient stroke, a symphony of motion. Each paddler in sync with the other. There is no better feeling than when you are synced in a powerful, rhythmical, smooth, long paddling stroke that drives the War Canoe faster and forward, faster than all the others. Meanwhile, the paradox of the War Canoe is working against you. The faster you go, the easier it is for something to go wrong. A cramp, a broken paddle, a miscue is always a possibility. It is paramount, like a Swiss watch, that the internal workings be smooth, quick, powerful, and together. Singing the same song, playing the same tune. This is no time for improvising. In a steady rhythm now, you are very much aware of the brutal force your teammates are putting into each stroke. Knowing that, you bear down even more now, putting everything you've got into it, enough to pull your weight and more. Paddles drop and rip through the water with such brutal force that on your recovery, your blade hits the water the paddler in front of you has churned up with such power, it feels like the drops of water are nails being driven into a board. However, there is no hesitation, no indecision, as the boat moves down the course in a very purposeful and orchestrated way. Battling for over 3 minutes now, everyone senses a crescendo. There is an order for the engine room, the back 6, and then the all-out nut house. Oh my. Pain game begins. Now it's a matter of which wins out, pain or emotion. Bearing down even more now, the gut-wrenching, muscle-screaming sprint to the finish is here. The stroke rate rises, the reach shortens. We lean forward, driving past that voice that says it can't be done. We are now desperate to get the last few strokes in before the War Canoe rushes past the finish line. The race is over. Pain gives way to exultation. 15 paddlers, about 3/4 of a ton of muscle and madness, has orchestrated another successful race. All because of coaching, our competitive spirit, determination, pride, and respect for each other. This titanic synchronicity of raw strength, stamina, and willpower is brought together into a single effort, a single race, by a symphony of motion. We are the War Canoe.